You're now tuning in to WPSP, the We Pick Sports Podcast.
It was week one you switched on because
Picking the Cardinals to upset the Lions.
you picked the Saints instead of Carolina. You switched to the Saints in week one.
Good
Which
choice.
is a good choice. Yeah.
Good choice.
That's what it was.
All right, I'm good.
All right, ready to roll?
Yeah.
We'll just roll into this. Hey, WPSP.
What up?
It's your guys. No guests
Here's
this
our
week.
guest.
It's
Bubbly.
Arbiter.
That'd be cool.
Active camo. Pozzole.
Pozzole.
Anyways, it's week 3, and what a hell of a week 2. There's a lot of damn upsets in that one. And
Yeah. And I'm a Bills fan, so just a quick recap of what happened last week. We're back, baby. We're fucking back, dude. Who the fuck?
I shouldn't have doubted.
Yeah, dude, our defense is legit. I'm scared now because if we lose another linebacker, we're looking at like Joe Andreessen.
Which
or-
the Homer
No,
story,
I don't want-
but we don't want that. No,
Not his
no.
rookie year. He's an undrafted freaking free agent. But other than that, like Von Miller, hello.
Yeah, he's
back. Dude, he's
He's got at least a
Did
sack
you hear
per
his
game
pass
now.
rush this game? It was like 2.01 seconds. He was
Was that on
creating
the
pressure.
lockdown podcast?
Yeah.
I think I was just listening to that.
It's a great podcast. Joe Marino, your GOAT. That's who I listen to for just about all of them. He has like a lockdown NFL scouting podcast too. He talks about all the other games.
Ooh.
He has a lot of good and Bruce Nolan too. He has really good analytics, but I can't tell them right now because they're like legit.
Was that the guest he just had on this week?
Yeah, he's really good. He has his own podcast too, but we're not talking about other podcasters because we're the best, obviously. But yeah, they know what they're talking about. You come here for not knowing what we're talking about. But yeah, it was like 2.1 seconds or something like that, which was the highest he's ever had since 2021.
Holy
like
crap.
and that was on the guy they just re-signed.
Oh, the Dolphins guy?
Yeah, that right tackle or left tackle,
yeah.
Austin Jackson or something like that.
Yeah.
They just signed him to a big deal, and he messed him up. Like,
Yeah.
he was in there the whole game. He looked great.
He's doing his spin moves. And
I don't want to say he's fully back, but with this reduced load, he looks like a tank. Ed Oliver, what a time to have a sack on that freaking when they were going for
oh,
it.
yeah.
I don't know why they went for it. I think Mike McDaniels chokes against us or something.
I think he's losing his clock management.
He could have punted it. He could have punted it, and then obviously we'd have to drive the whole field. But instead, he rushed it. He went for it, and Ed Oliver, he was standing up. Ed Oliver was standing up, telling whoever was next to him, I think it was the rookie, to move. And then all of a sudden, the ball gets snapped, and he just, and he's right on him in like no seconds at all. Like it was crazy. Like Ed Oliver's back into his shit. Greg Russo, he didn't have a great game, but he did everything he needed from him. AJ Epinesa finally did something. He was the one that created the pressure that made him throw that interception, that pick six.
And then that was the UB guy. What's his name?
Jamarcus Ingram.
Jamarcus Ingram.
Yeah, he's playing he might take Cam Lewis's job when Taron Johnson's back, which is tough. Poor Cam Lewis. He's doing good. Safeties, they're doing their job. Like, you don't hear their name called. I mean, DeMar just had 10 or 11 tackles, but like...
Yeah, one really heavy hit, too.
What the Bills defense is doing, that wasn't even him hitting. I hope Tua's all right.
Yeah.
That sucks to see.
I put him on IR now.
Yeah, that really sucks. I hope he takes his time. And we're looking at least 4 games. And then the 5th game, they're going to some team. And then they come to Buffalo that game after. So hopefully he's out for at least 6 games because we tend to break him.
Yeah, he almost retired last time all this happened.
I'm scared for him for the next one. I don't even know why he lowered his shoulder. He already had the first down.
Yeah.
All he had to do was slide.
Yeah.
It wasn't a hard hit. It was like a normal...
No, it was like his bicep.
It was like a normal hit.
Bicep.
Like DeMar was catching him.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even... He was like catching him, and he hit his head on his arm.
Yeah.
And he was out, and I was like, oh, man, not again.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I want to beat the hell out of the Dolphins, and the game was over at that point.
Yeah.
Like...
But you never want to see that.
But no, that sucks. No. But, yeah, other than that, though, Josh didn't have to do anything again. And I think our offense has so many plays that we have just up our sleeve for when we need it. Like, we're just running the ball like crazy. James Cook looks like a dog. Ray Davis comes in. He looks pretty good. And then how about that Ty Johnson catch on Jalen Ramsey? Oh my gosh. He slips out the backfield and burns Jalen Ramsey.
Was it that wheel route?
Yeah. Jalen Ramsey getting cooked by our third string running back. Gotta love it. Josh didn't do much. I mean, he did everything he needed to do. He didn't run at all. You could tell early in the game I was scared. I even texted Beans. I'm like, we might be cooked right here. Like, because Josh, he couldn't he scrambled and slid. And then there's a couple plays where he was going out right and where he'd usually take off. With that hand, he just
don't want to risk
threw
that.
it away. It sucks, but we didn't need him. So, and he'll be.
It was a perfect recovery game,
great,
too, for
11
that
days off. I haven't heard anything on his hand. Hopefully it's better, and we can go back to running around like a wild, not like a wild man, but running when we need him to get the first down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, other than that, Kincaid started early. Khalil Shakir is just so good. That throw from Josh, where they got that 15-yard penalty where Poyer smacked him in the head. Josh did so good. He looked Poyer off to the right. Poyer was going that way, and then he laid like that throw. They didn't even talk about it on the broadcast. It was insane. Like, it was a freaking laser in between two people, right where it needed to be. Bam! He catches it, gets drilled hard. Khalil Shakir doesn't drop a damn ball. He is so good. We need to incorporate him even more. Like, these 5 catches, give him more. Give him 10,
load it
10
up.
to 12
Load it
targets
up.
a game. Like, and Kincaid, he hasn't really done much, but people they're locking down on him.
Which opens it up
Whatever.
for everybody else.
Nobody else did anything, really, which is fine because we didn't need it. James Cook was running all over.
3 touchdowns he had.
Josh has like a 4.3 EPA or whatever. I don't know what that means, but last year he had like a 1.25. But right now it's a 4, which means he's extremely efficient. Like, extremely efficient, this is everything we've been asking for him. Like, and Bruce Nolan, did you hear what he said? He was like, the difference between a great quarterback and an average quarterback is like 8 to 10 plays a game. He's like, all you need them to, like a quarterback, you need him to be just a normal quarterback, checking it down, throwing normal, easy passes 90% of the game. But there's those couple passes where you need like the elite quarterbacks to throw.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is like that's a great point. Like, that's what Mahomes has done the past couple of years. He's not forcing stuff. He'll take the checkdowns, then obviously he still makes Mahomes plays, but Josh just looks so good right now, and I'm so excited. There's just so much more of this offense we haven't even touched. Like, Curtis Samuel hasn't done anything, which is good. Like, like, I'm just really excited to see what our offense can actually do when we don't have a game script of just running. But
if it's
offense
working,
wasn't on the field again for like at all during the game,
which I like that.
Which is fine. I mean, as long as we're winning.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, the Bills are back, and Jags, good luck. And on to
expected points added. That's EPA.
Yeah, 4. It's like, I don't know the average, but it's extremely high. I'm pretty sure.
Difference between a team's expected points at the end of the play and their expected points at the beginning of a play.
Yeah, he's going off.
So he's
Yeah, he because like they said last year it was like 1 something, and that's just.
No, it's 4.
And the Bills' offense
quadrupled.
is so efficient right now. It's just. Whew, gets me excited just talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we'll have our letdown game soon enough, as long as it's not this game, because we have a schedule coming up. If we decide to be stupid, we could look at 2 and 3 real quick.
Yeah.
We got, the Ravens, the Jaguars,
Houston. Houston at week 5 is what I'm looking at. I think
Nico Collins is a dog.
I think we own Baltimore as of late, but it's always close.
Their O-line is still in shambles, and they can't run the ball, and Lamar just can't throw it down the field, so...
Yeah.
Have him run around like a crazy animal, I guess. Dorian Williams, that's your game. You're fast, and you're going to be the spy, I'm sure. Good luck with that.
But,
yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Big AFC East battle right now.
Yeah, and so we had a lot of injuries last week, too. And we'll get to those as the games come up.
Yeah,
a lot of upsets, too. So, I'll put our records up like I did last week, but it was rough.
This is a tough week to pick.
Yeah. Last week made this even more tough because there's so many. We don't. You don't
know what the teams are like right now.
Yeah.
Because the beginning of the year,
everyone's finding their identity.
Green Bay, Tennessee, that's a tough game to pick too.
Yeah, I'm struggling with a lot of these.
This first game though.
This first one I'm struggling with too.
Pats game.
I don't know where to go. It's at the Jets. But I really haven't seen much from the Jets that really impresses me.
Their defense doesn't look too great.
Is not living up to the hype.
They have no defensive linemen.
And if anything, New England has been going.
They just
beyond
lost
their
Jermaine
expectations.
Johnson too the whole year. He ruptured his Achilles, their first round pick last year.
You think they'd want to start paying that other pass rusher, Hassan Reddick?
You're going to have to pay him a whole boatload of money because now he's got even more leverage.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody on that D-line. Quinnen Williams, obviously, he's a dog, but other than that, it's not looking great for him.
No.
And then Mosley's banged up, and then DJ Reed's banged up. That's tough sledding for the Jets right now, and I still don't think Aaron Rodgers looks that great.
No. I think the only good thing I saw in an article is he had like one drive where he had 5 in a row, and that was about it. But nothing impressive I've seen yet. New England, I think Jaquan Bentley, one of their linebackers, is out for the year.
He was their best linebacker.
Yeah.
But they got Raekwon McMillan, who's a decent backup.
Yeah.
He's not like great, but
I had to drop Bentley. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Plenty of linebackers out there. But this one, man, I don't know. I could go either way with this.
The line
game.
is -6, and I think that's insane.
For the Jets?
It'll probably be like a 17-14, 17-13 game.
Yeah, it's going to be a field goal game or
It'll
1
be
point
a close
game.
game.
I'm gonna roll with the favorite on this one, but I could see me game time changing it. But I'm gonna roll with Jets right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the upset here. A homer pick just because I do think the Jets have a really easy schedule, and I think they're better than the Patriots. But screw it. I'll roll with the Jets.
I'm gonna switch to the Jets.
I think I'm gonna switch to. No, I'll just stick with it. I'll stick with the Patriots. Whatever. Why not?
Keep changing numbers on this spreadsheet.
I'll go with the Patriots here. It's a tough game, but I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think it's a toss-up game, honestly. And
it should not be a blowout.
The Patriots' defense is good,
especially if the Pats the Jets' biggest thing going for them right now is just their run game. To be honest, and I don't know.
They don't even pop off that many runs either.
No,
it's not like Brees has been getting a lot of running yards.
It must be like touchdown points and some dump offs.
That catch he had was nasty. That touchdown catch he had. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I didn't see that one.
Rodgers tossed it up there, and Brees Hall made a catch that wide receivers don't make. It was a crazy catch.
Holy crap!
I was like, dang it, a touchdown by the Jets, and it's not Garrett Wilson, it's not Brees Hall. And then I was like, oh, that's Brees Hall. Yeah. Brees Hall is good. That's their difference maker. That's why I'm probably leaning towards the Jets, even though I'm going with the Patriots. They have a lot on offense when New England doesn't. They have Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
And Ramondre.
Yeah.
But I think this game sets up all right for the Patriots because if they can run the ball efficiently and wear out that defense, I think they'll be pretty decent. And Brissett isn't making any – that's their quarterback, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He's not making any real mistakes right now. He's just kind of checking it down and giving what the defense gives him, which is what you want from Brissett, honestly.
Yeah.
You just want nice, easy passes. So, yeah, sucks to be both of these fans right now, but the Jets still have an easy schedule coming up, so.
Yeah, yeah. And then this next game, this one should be a little easier to pick.
One of my most comfortable picks right here.
Yeah.
The Giants.
Yeah, easily. No, yeah, it's New Jersey Giants heading down to Cleveland, Ohio. Earlier in the season, I'd really be picking this as a blowout.
Yeah.
But now I can't trust Cleveland. I want them to get Jameis Winston out there.
Sean didn't look great again, I don't believe. I didn't really watch this game, but they got to win against Jags.
The Jags, yeah.
The Jags are just blowing games.
This one was the opposite. So the last time it was the Jags were up against the Dolphins and then blew it. This time the Jags didn't get started and then almost came back.
The Jags have the most explosive plays with Brian Thomas down the field, but they keep getting into the red zone and they just don't get any
Can't
points.
Finish the drive.
I don't know what's going on with them, and I hope it stays the same, quite honestly.
Honestly, yeah, especially for this week because they haven't been able to get 4 quarters of good football. And I think they've been on a losing streak since last season.
7 games.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. But for this one, I'm going to ride with Cleveland on it. I don't think it'll be as much of a blowout as people anticipate, but I could see them winning by 10.
Yeah, I got Cleveland taking care of business here, too. I think Myles Garrett is going to murder this line.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be tough. And I like their secondary, too, and they only have Malik Neighbors, which is a great time to be a Malik Neighbors owner because he's literally got, I think, over 50% of the throws to him. It was great. His target share was insane.
And the Giants should always be behind, so they should always be throwing.
Yeah, just keep throwing it to Malik and make me happy. Yeah, I'm excited about him, not excited about the Giants.
No.
They're in trouble here. I got Cleveland. They'll probably cover that 6.5 line.
I should have. I wasn't feeling confident about it, so I didn't put that one. I can always change them.
Maybe not, though. You never know. They don't. Their kicker was hurt coming into the game, and they should have called up another kicker.
The Browns or Giants?
The Giants, because he was hurt. They couldn't kick any extra points or field goals because he pulled his groin. They probably should have won against the Commanders.
Okay.
But their kicker got hurt, which is... Dayball's seat is on fire right now. Like, he's in trouble, which sucks to see because I like good old Dabes. But I'm sure he'll find an offensive coordinator job somewhere and be back to a head coach sometime when I'll actually have a QB.
Our old OC is going to be going against them.
Yeah,
Ken Dorsey with the Browns. I didn't realize he ended up there.
Yeah, it's an old Bills offensive coordinator battle here.
Yeah.
One had a lot of success with us, one not so much. Somehow he got a job.
Somehow.
How do you blow it? How do you blow a job with the Bills with Josh Allen and then get a new job immediately? Don't know, but
it's not going so hot so far. Put J-Moo in.
Yeah.
I need Amari Cooper to get some points.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah. But yeah, Cleveland by both of us. This next game, are the Saints for real? We got the Philadelphia Eagles going into New Orleans.
What did I pick in this one? I think I rolled with the Saints, actually.
That's who I'm going to roll with. But the Saints completely dismantled the Cowboys in Jerry World.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints here.
I think they have the most points scored.
I don't know if they're for real or not.
Because the Cowboys choke a lot.
Yeah, but there was no choking. It was just domination.
Yeah. Kamara 4 touchdowns.
Going off.
On my team. Sorry, Mikey.
He's a beast. Mikey's team is decimated.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that when we get to the next injury. He's got a list of injuries.
Yeah. Of course, it happens after I play his bum. But
I know.
but whatever.
Eagles lost to the Falcons in that upset win.
Made me lose. Drake London, you can't...
Oh, and that crazy drive, the 70-yard drive.
How do you let them go down and score a touchdown there? That's tough sledding, man. They were playing... I didn't see it. I was asleep, but I listened to some podcasts, and they were playing the loosest prevent defense in the world.
Jesus.
I don't know what they were doing. Game's too late. I'm sorry. I got to work in the morning.
Yeah, I wasn't watching it. I was well
Come on,
asleep.
man. I got a baby at home. I ain't got time to stay up till midnight.
No, not a chance.
On a Monday night.
No.
I will be this weekend, but...
At least it starts at 7:30.
Yeah. Give me 40, 50 minutes. Yeah, 50 minutes.
Hopefully we just put it away. Yeah, I'm riding with the Saints on this one.
I'm going with the Saints. It's a tough matchup. I can see the Eagles righting their ship, but I'm not impressed with Jalen Hurts at all.
No.
He can't throw. He can't... And A.J. Brown's out. Which is
for
tough.
a few weeks.
They don't really have receivers behind A.J. Brown.
Because they got
Devontae Smith and then Dotson.
After that.
And Johnny Wilson's hurt. I don't even know who... Is it that white dude? I don't know.
I don't know.
But Dallas Goedert and Saquon.
Yeah. And Saquon dropped a ball.
Yeah.
That would
should have never passed it. It was I think it was the one that at the end of the game, they saved him a timeout and they passed it. They should have just ran it and kicked a field goal.
That would have made the difference.
Yeah. Instead, they passed it and then kicked the field goal, which saved him 40 seconds. Or a timeout, either or, which is tough.
Great
especially when there's
management.
a minute and 30 left.
Yeah.
Silly boys. I think Nick Sirianni's seat's got to be warming up.
Yeah, not as hot as Dayball's, but it's got to be warm.
I think he's such a dick, so I'd love to see him get fired.
Same. Looks like he's addicted to drugs, but I think that's
He's
just his
probably
eyeballs. That could be it. It's not doing him any help this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are our picks for that game. Moving on to game number 4, we got the Houston Texans off their close win against the Chicago Bears, going against Minnesota Vikings. Got the upset.
Sam Darnold, my guy, dude. I'm good. I'm happy to see him doing well.
Yeah.
It was easy to root against him when he was a Jet, but now I'm rooting for him.
Especially he's in the NFC.
Yeah, he's in the NFC. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll be able to get the job done this week.
No, I see it being close. It seems like Minnesota's scrappy. Houston, they haven't completely locked in yet, which I'm fine with, especially because
Diggs isn't running routes.
Are they just doing schemes?
I guess they're just
stuff?
Having him be the safety blanket, on flats and stuff. Which he only had 2 or 3 catches this game.
He must love that.
Yeah, and he had 30 yards, so that's got to be tough for him. Nico Collins, though.
Yeah, there's a connection.
He's a bona fide superstar.
Yeah.
Let's start talking about him more. I've been a little bit of a doubter on him just because I didn't know which wide receiver would emerge. But he is by far the best receiver on that team, and he's a beast. Good for him. I don't know where he's out of. Don't really care. Probably Arkansas or some crap.
Let's see.
But yeah, I don't. I think the Texans are pretty good.
Michigan.
University of Michigan. A wide receiver from Michigan.
Oh.
Don't see that often at all. But yeah, good to see Minnesota doing well, even though I want them to suck this year. But I just think their luck's coming to an end here. I think Houston's too good. C.J. Stroud doesn't make mistakes. He's a beast. Good to see him, especially with all the, like, what his rookie year was last year. It's really crazy to look at now, just looking at the rookie quarterbacks in the past couple of years. You haven't really seen any do that well. Caleb Williams looks like dog water. I'm sure he'll be better, but he looks bad. Jaden Daniels looks all right, but he gets hit way too much.
And then all the other ones, like Desmond Ridder, Malik Willis, Will Levis, all the other ones.
None of them are looking too hot. Even Trevor Lawrence, you expected him to be a superstar, and he's just a star?
Yeah.
Questionable?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's really questionable this week. But Jags are scary for us. We can't beat them ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Texans will get the job done. I think they got too much on offense to.
And even their defense showed up.
Defense is pretty good. They got Will Anderson. Who's the other?
Daniel Hunter. Daniel, yeah. Because they keyed in. At first, Caleb Williams was kind of like settling down in the pocket, and they said, absolutely not, and just started blitzing the crap out of him. And then
they got that 202
got out of rhythm.
That 202 linebacker's pretty good.
H2, yeah. Hutu. And then they have Shazier as well.
Yeah, they're looking like a pretty good team. And then they got Derek Stingley over there on the cornerback.
And then Petrie back on safety.
Petrie's good. They got a good team, and I just don't think Minnesota. I think they're decent, obviously.
And Minnesota's not going to have JJ or Jordan Addison.
Is JJ out?
Oh, wait, he's questionable.
Because they said he had a quad injury, but it's not too severe.
Okay, so maybe he'll play. So, hey, that's one possible good thing for you, Mikey. Mikey lost JJ, Debo, Cooper Kupp, and potentially Joe Mixon all in one. But Joe Mixon, I think, is
Joe
probably
Mixon
play.
Banged up?
He's banged up, but I think he'll play.
He's banged up.
Same with JJ. But
hopefully he's banged up for week 5.
I'll have to see if I had to tell Mikey's brother he's got a person on IR in his starting lineup. I'm like, come on, Cody. We need to keep this league competitive. It was DeForest Buckner.
Oh.
Yeah, which is huge. He's out for the season now.
Oh.
That hurts or at least 7 weeks.
Yeah, that's not great.
But yeah, we're rolling with Houston.
We're rolling with Texans here. Texans.
All right, moving on to game number 5. We got the mile-high Denver Broncos with no wins going against Baker Mayfield's 2-0 Tampa Buccaneers. Yeah. Yes, yeah, I like
Broncos
this.
Nation, let's ride.
Yeah, it's Broncos Nation all day. No.
That's a good horse imitation.
I gotta get a better one.
I can't do it. Zimbabwe.
Zinnamons. But yeah, I'm rolling with. I picked Baker to upset the Lions last week, and they just got it done.
Yeah, they did.
I was watching that game. It was close. Sorry, Brad. That was the Lions fan I was watching it with.
That'd be enough to tick you off. Huh?
Yeah.
Jared Goff. What's going on with Jared Goff?
He's falling apart. He's throwing picks all over the place.
I have him in one of my leagues. I'm going to start him one more week because they're playing a pretty booty defense. And if he can't do it, then I'm going to have to get to the waiver wire.
Yeah, have to put him down. Yeah.
I'm going to have to get rid of him. It's
He's
because my starter is banged up right now.
Goff's not as horny as we thought he would be.
I don't know who my starter is, but it don't matter. I don't think it's in an important league. I think it's just a league for fun.
Oh, yeah.
So.
But yeah, I'm rolling with Baker's Bucks on this one.
Yeah, Baker's Bucks here. Chris Godwin, I need you to keep doing your thing.
Oh, yeah, he went off.
He's in my work league because I had Cooper Kupp and he got banged up, and I don't really have many wide receivers. So keep doing your thing, Chris Godwin. I need you here.
So then let's see, game number 6. We got Green Bay Packers going against Tennessee Titans. So I kind of thought the Colts beating the Packers was a shoo-in last week because Love was out.
Bad, man.
Yeah, and Malik Willis must have done just enough to keep him in.
They just ran the ball 750,000 times.
That would do it. Oh, and they said because, like I mentioned earlier, DeForest Buckner's out, their lines kind of split right open for the run too. Jordan Love was at practice this week too, so I don't know if he's going to play.
Him. I'd probably not play him this week because it's the Titans, and I think he can win with Malik Willis. Just because you got so many weapons, you don't have to ask him to do too much, and your defense did pretty well last week, so should be able to contain this Will Levis-led offense.
Yeah, because he'll throw a mistake at the
He'll
end
give
of
you the
game.
ball.
Yeah. But I'm riding with the Packers. I think this will be close, depending on who the quarterback is.
If it's Jordan Love, it'll be a blowout. But if it's Malik Willis, it'll probably be a close game.
Yeah, Packers should get it done.
I got the Packers here.
Yeah.
Too, which I wasn't. I think I almost went with the Titans, but I just Will Levis. What are we doing, man? I just couldn't pull the trigger on it, so I'm going to ride with the Packers here.
He's going to have to switch to Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
That'll get some miracles going.
Yeah, maybe switch to the olive oil mayo.
Ooh, yeah. I still need to try the coffee thing. The olive oil is messing it all up. We got game number 7 here. Chicago Bears going against the Indianapolis Colts.
That's a tough pick for me.
This is really tough for me because especially what we saw in the Houston one. I mean, Chicago almost won that one.
Yeah.
And Chicago's did they almost win their week 1 game too? That was against the Titans.
Yeah.
No, they won that. They won that.
Never mind.
They did win that. I forgot. Will Levis blew that at the end. Yeah.
He threw that pick 6 where he goes.
Yeah. So Keenan Allen is banged up.
Shocker.
Which that did show up in the Texans game because he was trying to. It was Carter. He was throwing it to Carter, whoever that is.
Don't know.
Like a 3rd, 4th stringer.
Throw it their own.
Yeah, honestly, I think he got a couple.
Yeah,
I think he got one in the end zone. Did he? Or
maybe, I'm not sure. He didn't get a touchdown, I don't think.
But this one I could see going either way. The Colts did not impress me, like you said last week against the Packers.
Yeah, not good. But it's at home.
Oh, I'm gonna ride with Chicago on this one. I don't feel good about it, but I don't feel good about it either way. I'm gonna ride with Chicago.
I started off picking the Bears here, but I think Richardson will have a better game because he's a boomer bust player.
Yeah.
I think he'll be running a little bit more this game because he didn't do much of that last week and they sucked.
Yeah.
And I think the coaches it's a tough spot because you want him to run, but you don't want him to get hurt.
Yeah.
So you got to just get out of bounds, get down.
Safe runs.
Don't take these hits that you're already injury prone. I think they'll probably run him a little bit more here. Jonathan Taylor, I think he'll be able to do some stuff. And I think they'll just be able to find a way to. If not, their season is toast.
They're
0-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a team that were looking for the playoffs here. I think it's their make it or break it game. They'll come out inspired at home, ready to. And they got a winnable game here.
Yeah.
It'll be close, but I'm going to go with the Colts.
And then so let's see. Yeah, that's another pick. There's a lot of pick'em games on here.
Yeah.
This next one I kind of see as another close pick'em game. It's Mikey's team, the Los Angeles Chargers, going against my other team,
it's literally
Pittsburgh
50-50.
Steelers. Is that what the line's at right now?
Well, it's on
the
ESPN
thing.
On the ESPN picks, where it shows the percentage of people picking. It's 50-50 right now.
And so I broke my curse. I picked the Steelers last week, and they won. This week, for no reason at all, just my brain being brain, I'm going with the Chargers.
Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, I'm going with that guy because I feel like
the pass rushers on the edge, I think they'll be able to keep Justin Fields from running around to the outside with Khalil Mack and Bosa on the outside. That'll be tough for him. The inside is a little suspect, but that two-headed monster is on the outside. That's tough, and they've been playing good ball in the backfield too, getting some interceptions here and there.
Yeah, because I think Derwin James. Do you think he'll just shadow Pickens the whole game?
They'll probably throw. They got a good Asante Samuel or whatever. Isn't he pretty decent?
Yeah, I think so.
They'll probably throw him and then have Derwin cover the back end too over Pickens, because after Pickens you don't have much to worry about.
No, because Surtain just locked down Pickens last week.
I don't think Pickens is that good, so I'm not. I think he's good, but I don't think he's that good.
He's not like a JJ or anything.
Yeah, maybe with a better quarterback he'd be able to get. I'm not fully sold on the Pickens train.
Yeah, he had two.
He's had no quarterback, so I'm not gonna say he's not a good receiver. I think he's a good receiver. He hasn't gotten
to that
hump
next
for me.
level. Yeah.
He's still a questionable one for me.
He had 2 plays wiped by penalties too.
That's
I
tough.
read up on,
That's
but
tough.
either way,
You guys' a center though. That Zach Frazier, he's like top 5 center already in the league.
and he's one of our rookies, right?
Yeah. He's a beast.
That's awesome.
You love to see that.
I love to hear
love
that.
my big guys.
We drafted a couple.
He's a
linemen.
wrestler too.
Oh, that's sick.
That's what you like to see. But I'm going with the Chargers here too. I think Herbert will be able to do some good stuff. I should just send you my picks before, so you don't have to type it in like this. But I'll do that. Start doing that. But I got
only
the
did it
Chargers
this time, so I didn't have to go back.
I got the Chargers coming in and getting the job done. It is in Pittsburgh, so maybe the
never know.
Steelers will be able to get the job done. They've impressed me, but I was really down on the Chargers, but this team's playing well. I think they've been playing better than Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Who'd they play week 1, Pittsburgh?
The Falcons, and then they played the Broncos.
Broncos, yeah.
That's both these teams are 2 teams that
I haven't really played too crazy competition. Who'd Los Angeles just beat?
They beat the Panthers, and then they beat the Raiders and the Panthers.
2 bad teams.
So they both kind of had the same storyline.
Yeah,
They're both teams with low expectations, kind of with strong defense.
Getting wins when you need them.
And a rushing offense, and they're beating expectations
J.K. Dobbins,
so far.
baby. Do your thing.
His resurgence. He's one of the top
I just
rushers.
hope he stays healthy.
Yeah.
I loved him coming out of college, Ohio State boy. Crazy good in college. It's just these injuries are derailing. But now he's got out of Baltimore, which everybody gets hurt in Baltimore. So.
This is the Baltimore revamp team with all the people they brought over.
Go Chargers, baby.
But I think this is Pittsburgh's biggest competition yet this season because the Falcons.
Both of them.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh's played better teams. Well, the Raiders just beat the Ravens.
So it's hard to NFL math.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a similar game than what we've seen too.
It'll be a close
ugly game. Yeah. But it should be good football.
Yeah.
So
you like defense, this is your game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Quentin Johnston too. How about him?
Yeah, he's finally coming into his own.
He's catching them.
Year
Good for
2,
him,
right?
man.
Yeah.
That's huge for him. Lad McConkey looks good.
Because they need someone. They need someone to throw
to.
it
It's good for them to be looking all right like that.
So, we're past the halfway mark on week 3. Now we're got the new-look Miami Dolphins, the Skylar Thompson.
That's the one who played us in the playoffs, and we did not do well against
we
him.
beat them by like 1 point.
Great. But
going against Geno Smith's Seattle Seahawks. No. Seahawks are 2-0, right?
Yep.
Yeah, undefeated Seahawks.
They haven't had a tough schedule either, I don't believe.
They barely just beat the Patriots, and then before that, they
Patriots
beat
and
the Broncos.
Yeah, 23-20 they had to get. And Kenneth Walker, is he going to be back or is he out?
Has he been banged up?
He was out last week.
Oh, because Charbonnet was in. Zach Charbonnet. Yeah. This one, because Tua's out, it made it easier for me to pick. It could still be close because you still have weapons.
I could still see the Dolphins winning.
If they can get that guy to dump it off, and if their defense can just lock in a little more.
On what you need to with that offensive line they got, because Teron Armstead's hurt. What? Teron Armstead being banged up again?
Who would have thought?
No way. They're not great.
I'm riding with Seattle on a close touchdown.
Yeah,
Seattle
and it's
by
the
touchdown.
longest flight you can have in the whole NFL.
Miami
to Seattle.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a big, long flight. They've had a long
'cause they're in
time, a nice
Seattle.
break, but they just got demoralized by us. We just murdered them.
Yeah, and not only then all the injuries and they're in a tough spot.
They're in a tough spot.
Hard rock bottom.
They're really treading water fast.
Yeah,
they are drowning out there right now, which is never want to see Tua get hurt, but it's good for us.
That helps my 8 and 9 projection.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully Tua comes back and is healthy, like I said, but. In standings-wise, solely speaking, standing-wise, this is great.
This is great for the AFC East, yeah.
Sorry about that, Tua. Hopefully you're okay. I've spoken highly of him numerous of times on this podcast. So
you called him the most accurate.
Which I'm going to take that back.
Those are a lot of picks. Those are a lot of picks.
He's not the most accurate. He just can get it to receivers that
are superstars.
Really yeah. What'd they have? Like 50 yards against us total? 60 yards total?
Anything.
Yeah, the Bills' secondary, top notch.
Props to
and
them.
I know Pete keeps saying we have one good corner. I don't know what the frick he's smoking. Christian Benford is a lockdown corner.
Yeah, I thought his PFF thing was like out of the roof. when they're talking
I saw
about
a
him.
graph of like separation. He is the number one cornerback locking people down right now. He is a beast. I know Rasul Douglas is a dog and a beast too, but Christian Benford, like, start respecting this guy.
Put
I
some
don't understand.
respect on a name.
I don't understand why. I get he was a late draft round, but who haven't the Bills had at cornerback other than Trey Day? That is a late round. That isn't a late round pick that just shows up. And Sean McDermott is the best defensive back coach I think. I'm not going to say ever, but ever for my lifetime. Like, this is just insane what he's doing with nothing right now. Like,
Turning
DeMar
scraps
Hamlin,
into
Taylor
gold,
Rapp,
man.
Jamarcus Ingram, Cam Lewis, 2 UB guys out here shutting people down.
Yeah.
No disrespect to UB, but you guys aren't known for producing NFL talent, and you got 2 cornerbacks out here just locking it down.
Yeah.
Great to see.
I love it.
But sorry, I got off on a little tangent.
Oh,
about
no
the
problem.
Bills talking about Miami, but just come on, the secondary's legit. And start respect. We held Marvin Harrison,
Oh, yeah.
Jalen Waddle, and Tyreek Hill to 68 total yards. Hello.
Nuts.
Yes, sir.
It's absurd.
That's crazy. But yeah,
And we'll
I'm going
talk
to
about
Seattle here too.
Yeah.
I think it might be close, but if Kenneth Walker's here and DK's banged up right now, I just got an alert for one of my fantasy leagues. He's a little banged up. But it doesn't matter. Jackson Smith and Jigba is here. I talked really high of him last year. I wanted to draft him in a couple leagues, but it didn't work out for me. I knew he was going to be good. Watching him at Ohio State, he's nasty, and he's just had like an 11-catch game for 128. He's good, and he's here, and he's going to be good for some time to come, I think, at least.
That helps Gino out big time.
Yeah. If they can get a quarterback, man, that Seattle team will be. And no disrespect, Gino, but you're not.
He's a bridge.
Yeah,
he's a
you're
good bridge.
quarterback,
He's
but
a
they
good
don't have
bridge.
anybody to get in there yet, so
Yeah.
they're gonna have to suck to get somebody, which is not ideal.
Speaking of bridge quarterbacks, our next game, Carolina Panthers have switched out and benched Bryce Young. They're bringing back in the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton.
Which I think that's a good change.
I think it is.
Andy Dalton's a serviceable quarterback.
Yeah.
He still is. I know he's not like somebody you want to be like, yeah, my quarterback's Andy Dalton.
It's better
Like,
than Bryce Young as of late.
He can maybe put a Band-Aid over this team, and maybe they come out and beat the Raiders. I don't know.
You never know, because that's
I'm
why I
not
don't know.
picking that.
That's the I'm not picking either. Especially the Raiders' defense is just—they're super freaking good.
I've been
And,
listening to a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Max Crosby is so good.
Yeah, now he's got Christian Wilkins over there. It's man, and they came off that upset win against Baltimore. So I'm riding with the hot hand.
My gosh.
Yeah, I don't know what to think. Have you seen how many leads
amount.
that Baltimore has given up? There's like a
insane amount.
screenshot. It's
Yeah.
like 7
It's
or
like
8. They're all like fourth quarter. They're
Like
up
that
by
Bills
2
one day, we were
scores.
beating us 20-3 at
Yeah,
halftime.
we came back. Oh my God, those stupid birds based off a poem.
They're not doing too hot over
But yeah, I'm riding with the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders too. I don't know if that's enough of a difference maker. Andy Dalton, I guess he can't do worse than 90 yards passing. But yeah,
No, you go on.
I just saw a couple videos of like Thielen and some receivers wide open down the field, and and one of the sacks he took on third down when they were in field goal position, he kept running to the outside and just got absolutely creamed, and he could have just dumped it off. I get the situation he was put in was not great, but to trade your future on a quarterback that's 5'10".
Yeah, it's not like it's Kyler Murray, 5'10".
That sets
It's
you
a
back.
Bryce Young.
That
Yeah.
sets you back a lot. Kyler Murray's at least thick.
Yeah.
Young looks like a high schooler still. Just a
like
tiny
twig
little
out
guy.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can turn his career around, but this might be the biggest bust.
Yeah.
Maybe worse than Jamarcus Russell.
The amount.
Jamarcus Russell was at least serviceable.
Was he
for
the
1 year.
Raiders
Yeah, he
guy?
was serviceable for 1 year. He was a good quarterback for 1 year, and then he just sucked after that. But
And the amount of draft capital that the Panthers gave up for Bryce Young
tough.
is just absurd.
could have had Caleb Williams, who doesn't look great right now, but I'm sure he'll turn it around.
Yeah.
That's tough. Tough to be a Panthers fan.
If anything, with Andy Dalton, though, I hope he unlocks Deontay Johnson.
Yeah,
'cause
give him some balls.
He's sitting on my bench. And I got
How do you let a PPR monster like that do nothing?
Yeah, I have a swath of mid receivers. Come on, Jaden Daniels. We'll talk about him later.
How do they not have any
He's got to
running
unlock
backs either?
Scary Terry. Yeah.
What is this team doing?
Chuba Hubbard and Miles Sanders are still their two guys. It's like, what?
I know they got that rookie coming in, Jonathan Brooks. He's a rookie. Are you really relying on him to turn your running back room around?
Nah.
That's Panthers fans. They got the worst owner in sports.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
Should've
Was it
taken
Dave
CJ
Temper or
Temper
something?
whatever.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah. After this, we got a divisional game, NFC West. San Francisco 49ers going against Los Angeles Rams. The Rams.
Tough to be a Rams fan right
Yeah.
now too, huh?
Now they're down Cooper Kupp
They don't have any
for
receivers.
a long time. Puka Nakua's already out.
For a good while.
Yeah, not looking good. So now it's DeMarcus Robinson and Tyler Johnson show. 49er, I forget who has whose number in this, the Shanahan-McVay matchups.
I don't think it matters right now.
I don't think it matters. My pick is the 49ers.
Yeah.
The Rams are just too banged up, and I could see them making it unusually close, but
I don't think
49ers
they
all
have
the way.
anything right now. I
Yeah.
don't think their defense is good enough, and I don't think their offense is good enough, certainly without Puka or Cooper Kupp. Kyron Williams, he's probably going to go off.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's tough. San Francisco's going to be pissed coming off that loss. I think it's a bad time to be a Rams.
And they're down Debo, but
Yeah, it's in California. It's at the Rams, but if you've ever seen a Rams 49ers game,
it's an away game
it's
for the Rams.
Sea of red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
LA fans are.
They don't care. I don't know
They
why
don't
they
care.
keep putting teams out there because they don't care about their sports. They're too busy doing hoity-toity stuff.
Should have left them in St. Louis.
Yep, they got diehard fans
And
out there.
San Diego.
Yeah, LA's
Yeah.
stupid.
I agree. It's flat and smoggy. Anyways, 49ers.
49ers blowout.
Yeah. Next one we got. This one I'm excited for. Detroit Lions, Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Especially after Arizona's
Just went
impressive
off, man.
shellacking of
Smacked them.
of the Rams.
They looked like first half of Bills
It was
game.
like two throws, two Marvin Harrison touchdowns, basically. It was basically 21
I had
points.
Kyler and Marvin Harrison in my work
Ooh,
league.
we got the stack.
Yeah, it was like 60 points right
Holy
there.
crap.
I was like, yup.
Good night.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got 160 points.
That's absolutely
It didn't-
insane.
Yeah, it was a great week for me. I'm going off in that league.
Yeah, they put him to bed. That was crazy. And then Detroit came off that close loss to the
They
Buccaneers.
haven't looked too hot.
No, I think this will be their get right game. I almost picked Arizona for this because I like Arizona. I liked them last year, even when they're booty. But
Kyler looked so good. He was making crazy throws.
yeah, and I like that for my fantasy
Like
team
crazy
too.
throws. He looked really, really the best I've ever seen from him. He looked really good.
But a lot of me wants to pick Arizona, but I'm gonna roll with Detroit and have some faith in them and say, okay, they try to right the ship a little bit in a close shootout. But like you said, Jared Goff.
And Amon-Ra got banged up too.
Ooh, that.
Jameson Williams is great.
Yeah.
I love to see that. He's on my bench right now, just chilling. Just chilling. He's putting up numbers, but I don't know what to do with Garrett Wilson. I might take him out and put in James Conner in my flex.
So that was part of the reason I picked the Lions in this game is they do still stop the run. Like they stopped the run against the Buccaneers
and Aiden
too.
Hutchinson, 4.5 sacks.
Yeah, 5 tackles, 5 sacks, I think. Or was it 4.5?
I think they
Yeah.
changed 1 to a half, but 5 sacks.
I remember at one point, it was 5
Yeah,
sacks,
like
5
that's
tackles.
beast.
It's nuts.
Yeah, he's definitely the front runner for DPOY right now.
Yeah.
He's looking really good. Good to see. I like him, so I'm fine with him being a beast. I'm going to roll with the Cardinals, though. I'm just riding high on the Cardinals because I just like what I've seen from them. Their offense is explosive. It looks really good. James Conner is a good running back. Marvin Harrison looked good. Kyler looked amazing. I think they're on an upswing right now. I think it's kind of a stupid pick to go with the Cardinals here, but why not?
I see this one either
I think
way,
it'll be
though.
a close game.
I really want to pick the Cardinals, and I'm kind of rooting for them, even though in all my pick'em leagues, I'm going to pick Detroit, and we'll see.
I'm just kind of being a hater of Detroit right now.
I like Cardinals more than Detroit. I know
I'm being a hater on the.
I know everybody loves Detroit, but I like the Cardinals last
They're
year
like
too.
the darling Bills team right now, and screw you guys.
Yeah. Jonathan Gannon
Good team,
season.
though. They got a good team.
Yeah. This next game, man, I don't know how to feel about this game. Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys both coming off upsets. One more significant than the other. Maybe not. Maybe not if you look at the weight of the teams, because one was to the Raiders close and one was a blowout to the Saints, which are explosive.
I think the Raiders' loss might be worse.
I think you're right, because that's the Raiders. Like,
and
come on.
blew an easy lead. Like,
yeah.
And I don't think you lost to Gardner Minshew. Like,
come on. Yeah.
Man.
The mustache man.
At least Mark Andrews is back.
That's nice. That's good for you.
Yeah,
you're gonna need him
to hold his weight until good old TJ is back.
This one, I don't know where to go with this one, but I'm gonna roll Baltimore. I'm gonna roll Baltimore in a close one. Lots of points. Going with Baltimore. I think these guys are in similar situations.
I don't know who I settled with. Let me pull this up. I went with Baltimore, too. I really was leaning the Cowboys. It's at home. They usually play well at home.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons is going to murder this offensive line. But I think the Ravens have got to get right. And I'd rather face a 1-2 Ravens team than an 0-3 Ravens team.
Oh, yeah, because Ravens are 0-2.
Yeah.
It's the first time it's happened since
I'd rather see them be a little bit
2014.
than have their backs completely up against the wall at 0-3. So I'm rooting for I'd love to see Dallas win just to put Baltimore even more in a hole.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love that, too.
The more I'm talking, I'm leaning Dallas, but I'm going to stick with my guns in Baltimore. I just think they'll figure it out somehow. I think they'll be able to run on this team because we saw what the Bills did to this team last year running. I think they'll be able to do that, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
It's a really tough game. I didn't know what to go with.
Neither did I. Just like a lot of the games I
just am a little bit lower on the Cowboys this year than the past couple of years. But, yeah.
That's kind of how I am.
But I'm also lower on Baltimore. I was lower on them coming into the year.
Same.
They lost a lot of people. I think I still picked them to win the division, which is not looking... Pittsburgh. But, I still think Baltimore and... Cincinnati will claw their way back to one of them will probably end up winning the division.
It's going to be Cleveland when Jameis Winston takes over.
Maybe if he comes in.
Just make the change, Stefanski, whatever his name is. Stefanski, yeah. But yeah, Baltimore, I think from the article I read today, the last time they were 0-2 was 2014, and then they dropped to 5-11 that year. But
I'd love to see that.
I would too. We got 3 games left. This must be our Sunday night because we got 2 Mondays this week. Kansas City Chiefs and Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons got that upset win against Philly, like we said, that last drive. But I still don't think the Falcons are super competitive. They have the potential, but Kirk doesn't look good. His balls are kind of being thrown short, and
he has no arm strength. He can't plant and throw. He can't get that oomph into it. I don't know what to do with them. Yeah. Kansas City,
they just came away with a win.
They squeaked it away,
against
but
Bengals.
Trey Hendrickson was absolutely.
Was he just messing them up? Okay.
He was murdering that left tackle. They benched their rookie, put some other guy in. They have a real liability on that offensive line there. That those tackles are bad. I could see Judon doing some havoc here. Yeah. But I don't think they'll have enough. I think the Chiefs will still be able to get the job done. But Pacheco being out really sucks because they have some RJ Pirine and that Carson Steele guy. And I don't think either.
They picked up Kareem Hunt, so that's kind of
do anything this week. But I don't.
That's the committee there, and Carson already
their
fumbled.
Second leading receiver this year is Isaiah Pacheco.
Oh man, so that
behind Rashee Rice.
Yeah, so that is significant.
I think they might have to lean into Travis Kelce a little bit more right now. And Rashee Rice, keep doing your thing. Like to see that guy. He's on my fantasy team. Yeah. He's a reckless driver. Yeah, baby. Don't suspend him. Suspend him next year. Yeah. Yeah, I got the Chiefs taking care of business here, though. But I could very well see them dropping this game.
I could too, but I'm also
they gotta
confident.
Lose here and there. They're not great in the regular season the past couple of years, but right now they look really good.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs will come out of this 3-0. Mm-hmm. And then finally, It's been waiting. It's been like a year since the Bills have played. That's what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, it feels like ages.
Thursday to Monday, it's Monday Night Football, 7:30 p.m. It's the Jacksonville Jags coming into Buffalo, New York, Orchard Park. In the past, Jags have had our number, but this one I do feel more confident in, especially from last week's game.
Looking at a roster-to-roster comparison, I feel like the Jags might have a better talent pool.
Yeah, if you just looked at it,
I just don't know what's going on there. I mean, now that we don't have Terrell Bernard, that's a big loss. Balin Spector, he's a really good player. He's just never healthy.
Is he super fast?
He's pretty fast. He's just like a linebacker.
Okay.
He's like a linebacker.
It's always kind of
He's got great football IQ. Like I said, he's always been a good player. It's just his availability, which has been a problem. Which, so long as he can stay healthy, I think he's going to do great. Obviously, he's not Terrell Bernard. And Dorian Williams is still... He played well last week, but I still have a lot of questions in his pass coverage. And I think Jacksonville will be able to get the ball to ETN a decent amount, which could cause some problems. But I think if the Bills can just step on their throats early, they're going to break this team.
Yeah.
They're starting out 0-2. There's a lot of rumblings where they want Doug Peterson gone. Jacksonville spent a lot of money this offseason, and they haven't been getting anything. I'm sure that owner will just toss him, and I think this is a prime game for the Bills to take care of business and get Doug Peterson out of there, and then Jacksonville can turn it around. I think I'm high on the Bills right now. I know Jacksonville's had our number. I picked them coming into the year to finally right the ship against Jacksonville. I just think there's been too many voodoo games, like the London game or wherever we were.
I like that we're at home.
We're in home.
Yeah.
The Bills fans are going to be off the walls.
Yeah.
Monday night, 2-0, looking like world beaters, just smacking the hell out of Miami. It's going to be a tough environment to come into, and I think the Bills off 11 days, basically a bye. You know how the Bills are off a bye, really good.
Yeah.
They got some time to implement the game plan with not Terrell Bernard, with Balin Spector and Dorian Williams and all these hurt people. Josh has 11 days to get that hand right. I'm very excited about this. I think we'll be able to get the job done. It might be closer than I'd like, but I think if we're able to get a nice early lead, I think we'll just...
I could see it being one of those games where we don't get a 10-point lead until like the very end or something.
Because Jacksonville, they're going to come out, and they got their backs against the wall right now.
And they got weapons.
0-2, they got weapons. I have faith in our defense. Even with everybody banged up, I think Von Miller will do his thing. I think Greg Rousseau will do his thing. I think Eddie O is going to do his thing. I have faith in that. And that back secondary looks pretty good. Jamarcus Ingram looks good.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want Taron Johnson back, but he looks like he can hold his weight back there doing his thing. Cam Lewis, he looks pretty decent. And like I said, DeMar and Taylor Rapp have been doing their job, so... no complaints on the secondary at all. And Christian Benford and Rasul Douglas are just so good.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have a good game again. I think we'll get the job done in Buffalo. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think we'll finally break the stupid Jacksonville streak, too. So
and you got to know the boys in the locker room. They're like, this team keeps freaking...
they got to be pissed. Yeah, they're ready.
We're better than these motherfuckers.
They're ready to go.
Come on, guys. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And the Bills are riding high. Josh is playing so efficient. So long as he keeps playing efficient ball. And Spencer Brown and Deion Dawkins look like... Deion Dawkins is so good right now. And I have no concerns about whoever he's lined up against, whether it's Josh Allen or whoever else they have. Trayvon Walker, I think. I have a lot of faith in both Spencer Brown and Deion Dawkins to hold their weight there. I think they're both really, really good tackles is what you need.
Oh, yeah.
Tackles are really important.
Yeah.
Josh can sit there for a little while, find his open receiver. Khalil Shakir will be good. Kincaid will have a good game. Keon will definitely get more targets this game. I think we'll have to rely on the pass a little bit more, maybe. Maybe not. I mean, haven't really needed to lately, and I think we just have so much that we haven't shown yet for this offense.
Which is great. I like that.
I don't think we've really
Hider
revealed any
cards,
plays
yeah.
that we... Other than that touchdown to James Cook, that first pass, that was sick.
Oh,
that
yeah.
play call, oh my gosh, that was beautiful. That motion to set him up on that blitz, oh my Lord, that was beautiful, beautiful play call with Joe Brady. And I was listening to Marino again, Locked On Bills, plug. But yeah, he was talking about how Joe Brady doesn't really have like backers stay, running backs stay in pass block or tight ends stay in pass block. So it's a lot of just 5-on-5 or 5 on whatever they're having. And he says just go find an open receiver, and Josh has done that. Josh is running this offense perfect, and if he just keeps being like that and taking his chances when he needs to, and then just getting first downs.
That's a tough operation to beat. Yeah,
that's obviously not unbeatable, but like if he
close
plays,
to it.
Yeah, we're just efficient and keep that up in Buffalo. We're gonna get the job done.
Oh yeah, I agree. Then last game here, we'll make this one quick. It's a game I'm not gonna watch at all.
Nope, I won't catch any of it.
Washington Commanders against Cincinnati Bengals. I don't give a crap about either of these teams.
Nope.
Bengals almost won. Whatever.
Looked
Washington.
better. Joe Burrow looked good.
Yeah. So maybe the wrist thing was.
T. Higgins might be back.
That would help a lot. That would help them a lot. Maybe the wrist thing wasn't.
Maybe it was blown a little out of proportion, but it's one game.
It's one game. We'll see.
Yeah. He always plays good against them.
Yeah. And then Washington almost set the record for field goals. They had 7. They almost tied it. The record was 8.
Their secondary is not good.
Yeah, which that's a problem against
Jamar
the Bengals.
Chase and T. Higgins possibly being back, that's tough.
Yeah.
I don't watch any of it. I'm going to the Bengals.
I'm going with the Bengals.
-7.5 line. I don't think maybe they'll cover that, but I think it'll be pretty one-sided traffic here for the Bengals.
Yeah, I agree. So there you go. There's our week 3, 16 picks straight down the pipe.
Quick UFC update. Valentina is the champ now, and Merab just murdered Sugar Sean. Murdered him. So there's that.
Yeah, Big E was messaging me about that. He's like, finally.
He hates him so much.
Yeah, he was telling me to.
He says he's the most. He has no good wins. That win over Aljo, I don't care what anybody says. Aljo was arguably the best.
Yeah, Aljo was
bantamweight in history. And to knock him out like that was a good win.
Yeah.
But yeah, Merab is gonna lose to Usman, and we're gonna have another Nurmagomedov champion soon. Which is tough.
I like Sugar Sean. I'm sure they'll set up the rematch.
He's taking a long time off.
Okay.
He said he might even be a year, which is more power to him.
Honestly.
Take your time off. He's been fighting pretty
Do your
good.
thing.
He's got a lot of money. Just relax a little bit and then get a nice money matchup with somebody that's a striker.
Yeah.
Yeah, really work on your takedown defense.
So Shevchenko, she's been the champ before, right?
Yeah, she was
champ
for
the longest time. Yeah.
She dominated Alexa Grasso.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should have won the last fight. She got robbed. It was a draw.
Oh.
She should have won 3-2 easily. But
judges favor
then she just murdered her this time. And then I fell asleep before the Sugar fight.
I'll have to watch some highlights. I was out in Ohio. Yeah.
But there's that. The Mets.
How they doing?
They're in playoff position. They're winning again. 2 games up in the wild card spot. Yeah. Sabre season starting up. We don't really talk about any of these people, but yeah, we're looking good. My teams are playing well.
Pirates still doing what the Pirates do?
I think they're mid right now.
That's better than what they normally are.
They got a really good pitcher in what's his face. I can't think of his name. I don't know why I can't think of it. Paul Skeens. Livy Dunn's has a boyfriend.
Oh, Skeens. I've seen those jerseys.
He's 71 and 80. They're 71 and 80. So like I said, mid. They were starting pretty well, but then they kind of choked. But they got a lot of young people coming up. Pirates will be fine.
Word up. Yeah, I don't follow much baseball, but I like them Pirates. Yeah,
week 3. Bills are going to be 3-0, hopefully. Maybe the Steelers will find a way to be 3-0. Looking good for our teams.
That.
Knock on wood. Let's go Buffalo and go Bills.
Yeah, go Bills.